So I just got done reading Somebody's Wife by Robbi Renee. It is sort of like a drama romance, black drama romance. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. Let's talk about the book, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think. And yeah, okay. So in this book, we are following a woman named Gemma, and we're also following her potential lover, Dr. Green. And pretty much we're following Gemma in particular. We're following her from college into adulthood. And then we will be following Dr. Green once he's introduced into the story. Yeah, so and it is a romance. Pretty much, you're a little older, you done did a little things, your kids off to college, and you ain't it's just you and the man now. And it's just one of those things where you gotta decide, is you somewhere you want to be long term after the kids, especially if the kids was early and partially a distraction, but not really, because they was really successful. But this story is following her go through those emotions of her child leaving home, and being introduced to somebody that could potentially treat her better than what she already has at home. So yeah, that's a summary. I think that's a good summary. So if you like the way that sound, check it out. And now I'm going to give you guys some spoilers. I'm recently getting back into romance. I think I told y'all this already. Like, I'm getting back into it. And you know what? I don't know. I guess I was reading those books when I was so young that, everything made sense. But now my mama had to tell me, because I called her upset. Not upset about this book, but I was just like, with this book, and she was like, well, you gotta think, you see in the world from your point of view now. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly the problem with me reading romance books. I think I'm too much a realist. I have to go, if I'm about to read a fantasy, I gotta go ahead to an adventure. So I don't know, that's something that I think I'm discovering, whether I like romance or not. Because a lot of times, y'all, I be rolling my eyes, like, and it's different types of eye rolling, because Stuck on You by Monica Walters, it was like a giddy rolling my eyes. And then the last book I read was Plus Size Player. With that one, it was a rolling my eyes. And then with this one, it was a like, what's going on? I think a lot of time in romance books, they dilemmas to me don't be dilemmas, because I practice free will. And so I think I am coming from I don't know, I'm not coming from a whimsical place. But let's get into it. Okay, so with Somebody's Wife, it did start off interesting, but I most definitely was rolling my eyes. Like, and I think that, okay, that's my problem with romance stories, is the start of stuff be like, that's all it took is women? Are we this loose as a society? Are we this loose as a society? I need to see Plus Size Player. She was playing the field. But something like this where you lock in on the first person, which obviously it can happen, whatever, but to have so much back and forth about rather you should be doing what you're doing, and it's all internal. And see, that's where I'm at in life. So it's hard for me to read books where people are having these internal conflicts, because to me it's just do something. And we did watch Gemma move along. Like, the whole time she's moving towards being with her new love interest. Which is like, be together. And from his point of view, because the point of view is jumping back and forth, we did see him deal with her, like, disappearing, I guess, in this thought process of going back and forth. I didn't like Gemma. That's what it is. That's what it is. I didn't like Gemma. I didn't like her. I didn't like her character. Her character to me was just so, get on with it. Like, do something. And I could see it. I could see this being a black woman in corporate America, or, something similar to what she's doing, where she works for a university, her and her husband, Quentin, who she got together with in college, had a baby in college, graduated college. Her and Quentin have been together for years, and they have a 19-year-old. So, yeah, they both work for the university. He's a track coach. And yeah. And so we just watching her process, that the relationship is over. That, they child off the school. This nigga doing what he want. He coming, he going, he just doing, he don't care. It's like a stage where you just stay with somebody and that's it. Y'all just share an address. And to be honest with you, it is no reason to stay in that. Honestly, it's no reason to stay in that. And I'm happy that she decided to move forward. So her, and that's what I mean by her character. Her character was like moving forward. She was just so shady towards the love interest, Dr. Ezekiel Green. And you know, I don't know. She was in, she was out, she was in, she was out, she was and at the end they in, but I don't know. I guess somebody did tell me it's the second one, so I need to read the second one because I feel like this was an introduction to the characters. Because this can't be it. It can, but it was just like an introduction. Like I felt like I got to know everybody a little bit, and also we got to know some of the side characters. Like Quentin's sister is one of her best friends, so that's something. And then she also worked with somebody that's a mutual between her and of course Dr. Green because he works at their school. Yeah, and even with him working at the school, it's like the complete opposite of what I just read in the other book because they was trying so hard to hide their relationship in that book. And this one is, it kind of felt like it is what it is. I don't know. I wanted more from Ezekiel because when we are first introduced to him, it's automatically like he finds Gemma attractive. She gonna be his. That's it. And I think that's another problem I'm having with romances. They're not really going into detail about what the men like about the woman, which I guess it could just be physical. I guess, and I understand they had a conversation to try to, you know, show us that they was vibing and whatnot, but it wasn't as convincing when after that initial night together or whatnot. It's just whenever they had sex is when that's all it was, you know. And I didn't see the we want to be together because I'm not waiting on the sidelines while you decide what you finna do. I don't know. It was a slow burn. Can I see it being made into a movie? Yes. Would I watch it as a movie? Yes. Yes, I would. I'd be very entertained. It was very entertaining. Definitely could see it as a movie. I hope it's another installment because there's so much that could be expanded upon. Because they do okay. Because this is just the tip. Like, okay, y'all are gonna be together now. You know and I didn't tell y'all, but the husband got a child by a woman that he's been cheating with that our character Gemma is aware of. I'm telling y'all, she just irked me as a character. Everything she did was just pull me. You know what I mean? Like you supposed to be getting a second win. Your baby out of school, you got a new man. You supposed to be feeling good, looking good, just vibing out. But the story felt more like she was just trucking the fuck along. Like pick up the pace, let's go, let's be excited. This man is showing you he wants you, he want to be around you, and you pushing back although you know you don't want to be with the man you was with. And I do understand taking that time to center yourself, especially if you've been in a long-term relationship and you about to go into something. But she also mentioned the relationship being over, so you kind of already been doing, you know, like mental work, maybe not emotional because you haven't experienced the loss yet. But yeah, I just didn't like Gemma. I didn't like her. But like I said, another installment would be great because we need to see how their worlds actually collide because everybody has children and they're older, so it shouldn't, you know, affect it too much. But it'll be interesting to see the fallout from, you know, them becoming public and they all work at the same university, you know, and then you got Shallow, Quentin, and Gemma's daughter, how we could kind of see how she feeling about her daddy and the baby, so you could do a little point of view from there. It's so many ways this book can go because Dr. Ezekiel got his friends and they hooked up with Gemma friends, so you got that. It's a lot of potential. And if let me look, because y'all know, let me see. It's a lot of ways this could go. But overall, it was good. I did like reading it. And once I really got into it, you know, I wanted to finish it. So it was good, y'all. I just be mad when it's just like watching a scary movie. I be mad when people don't do what I would do. Why you don't want to do what I do? Let me see. And yes, somebody on Amazon asked, "Is the book spicy?" Yes, y'all. I get tired of the sex scenes. I get it. I mean, I guess if you ain't done it in a while, but my goodness, it just be too much. Let me see. Well, it's another one that says somebody's forever. Is this her? Let me just click her. Let me look at Robbi. Robbi be writing. Oh yeah, so it is another one. Wait, it's another one that says somebody's husband. What's happening? Oh, y'all, it is. Well, so now I gotta read that. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna read that. I'm probably about to start this. And this it says Zeke, who is Ezekiel. Zeke and Jewel's situationship continues in Somebody's Forever. Will they find happily ever after, or was it fun while it lasted? I don't know. I can't tell, to be honest. I can't tell. I can't tell what it is for either of them because with Ezekiel, like I said, after they first initial, it to me it was just sex, baby. He loved her, and I don't know. It's like you don't want to continue to fight men. If men say, "Hey, this is what it is," and this is what makes a man love you, then you can't keep pushing back and saying, "No, we got to be more." Because it's like the third book where I read where the woman is like, she's like going for qualities, traits, characteristic traits, and then the man he just want her body, but somehow it work out. And I guess it could work out. I don't know. I'm thinking too much about that. So we're gonna read Somebody's Forever because I'm interested, and I wonder if they touched on any of those topics I just said. And let me look at Somebody's Husband. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Child, they gonna be knocking their potions over. Huh? He it's about a doctor who lost his partner, and he worked with a lady, and it sounds like they work in a lab. They're gonna be knocking things over, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mm. Well, that's what we gonna do. So I'm gonna read, that next book because I wanna know. I wanna know, and I'm just being nosy. I'm on this lady's page now. I can't read foreplay or French. Let me see foreplay. Back when I was young, I don't have the mind for it no more. It's just too much. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I will read that book, but yeah, it's a good book. It was very exciting. I wanted to, I was interested to know where it was going to go, and I'm definitely interested to see if they really have a relationship. I need to see them together face life because all the fucking is just it was just a lot of hunch. It was a lot. And whining and shit. Mm 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 mm. Mm. And will Q leave them alone? Like how you now? A part of this book that tripped me out was when I don't know where they was at, but the Q, her husband, friend, gonna try to check her about what she doing. Sometimes they gonna throw the marriage away. The marriage is thrown away. The man has been cheating, like, and I think I don't know what we need to do about cheating as a society, but the fact that you can become numb to it and you just someone's entering your home and you know that they had relations with someone else and they're coming to lay next to you. I don't know. I don't know. That's heavy. And I think people minimize I don't know why, but I feel like men and women both minimize cheating, even if women don't feel like they do. Like if everybody's expected that not have a reaction or oh all men do it or taking the blame for the cheating or whatever, then it's like what's happening? Like I don't get it because she speaks on not him not answering her calls, just coming in the house any other time. And then he had a nerve, the audacity to have an attitude with her about her having an attitude about his behavior. And why not leave? But this is what happens, and I don't get it. And I think the important lesson that everybody should take for Gemma in this book is you have to end it. Like, no matter what. Like, he got a baby. He got a woman coming to your job. He got all this stuff going on and he's still looking for you to save him and stay. And that's the biggest thing that women have to understand is that you're going to have to leave. It's never going to be mutual. It's not going to be, oh, well, you see you're hurting me, stop hurting me. No, why would I stop hurting you? Why? me hurting you is just a symptom of my happiness. And I'm going to be happy because I want to be with two women. And you ain't going nowhere. And it's like that. So women really do got to understand that they do have to leave if they don't want to deal with that. And I really don't know what the answer is, because what if you're with a cheater and then you just be like, okay, let's talk about this. Let's make some ground rules. Let's do this. Let's do that. What if that person like plain out tell you they don't want you to be with nobody else and they just want to be out in the streets? And why cheat? Is it just about sex? Is your partner not a good sex partner? What is it? What is it? Why lie? It's so much effort. It's so much effort. Like you gotta plan your day around it. You gotta plan your day. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad she left that situation, especially when when the girl came to the job talking about she pregnant. Because, bitch, why are you telling me you're pregnant? I ain't get you pregnant. Why are you telling me you're pregnant? What are you wanting me to do with this information? Because you know, and the person that need to know knows. So what is it? And I hate that. I hate that. It's almost like you trying to tell on the man that you trying to tell my husband on me because you mad he ain't doing what you want him to do. And you knew he had a wife, and now you trying to use me as a weapon. It's insanity. I'm interested in how that story play out because my daughter is 15 and I could not imagine having a baby. Like, what? And I'm gonna talk about real life. This reminds me of this story somewhat remind me of Love and Marriage Huntsville with Mel and what's the fella name? I do not want to get his name wrong. Mel and Mel's husband. Ex-husband. I don't remember his name. It's something with an M, Martell. This reminds me of this. Like, he was so complacent in his cheating. Like, he didn't care. They didn't have it on camera, but I do remember the gym, her telling him about the gym, confronting him about not coming home. She was doing that stuff on camera season 1. So he was complacent. He had been cheating with the same woman for 5 years. Like, you're in a whole nother relationship, and that's insane to me because we have children. We have children. We have a life. And they had young children. Not even like you got a lot of free time. Like I have a lot of free time as a teen mom. Not like as a teenager mom. But he finally got the woman pregnant, and of course that was the straw that broke her back. And yeah, and he's still not with that woman. I don't think he with her. But this reminds me of that, just like, and I would say I would want to hear Quentin's view, but not really, because that would be an interesting view. But what could it be? Because if they just be like, oh, she was sexy, this, that, which is already what the book's like. I don't know, y'all. All in all, I like the book. I enjoyed the book. The book is on the bookshelf. It is purchased, so it's here. I enjoy it. I give it. What do I give scores out of? Out of 10, I give it a strong 8. I was just aggravated with Gemma. She was just too easy for me. But then, if I read the next book, then that was summarized. Rather she was easy, or rather she was just feeling down in a little drought, because that's what it was giving. All right, y'all.